Patients with prosopagnosia have provided evidence for a disjunction between recognitions. In a study done by researchers in 2006, the explanation for such deficits of prosopagnosics in facial recognition is that there are two separate processing mechanisms within the brain for recognition. Furthermore, a study conducted by researchers in 2013 found that facial recognition is a holistic process based on orientation. Prosopagnosia patients have the mechanisms in place to perceive most objects, but they seem to lack proper neural pathways to recognize faces. A third study done by researchers in 2011 suggests that although holistic processing is the main tool for facial identification, those with prosopagnosia have a lesser channel of identification still available to them. A final study found that developmental prosopagnosics tend to process faces on affect rather than familiarity. An experiment conducted by Chatterjee and Nakayama in 2012 explored how persons with developmental prosopagnosia perceive facial age and facial gender. The researchers essentially looked for the differences in processing of face-based non-identity information versus face-based identity processing. The results showed that even though the developmental prosopagnosics were deficient in terms of face identification, they did not seem to have much trouble with facial gender or facial age perception.
Brant suffers from prosopagnosia and has serious difficulties recognizing people by their faces. To deal with this grave disadvantage, he carries labeled pictures with him wherever he goes so that he can recognize the people that he encounters.
Oh, hey Brant, it was really nice meeting you the other night.
Oh, hey, Chriselle? No, not Chris, okay, oh, Tori, hey Tori. Yeah, it was great meeting you.
Yeah, okay, I'll see you later.
Bye.
In order to help Brent out with meeting girls, one of his friends set him up on a blind date, only giving him a picture to find Paige with.
Okay, blonde girl. There's only two of them here. I got a shot, 50-50. Hey Paige, how are you? Nate told me so much about you.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Are you not Paige, my blind date?
Unfortunately not, but you're welcome to sit here and buy me a blue cup if you want.
I'm sorry, I just got the wrong blonde confused. Hey, are you actually Paige?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good.
For a second I thought you could ditch me for the other girl over there.
Oh, I'm really bad with faces. I guess Nate didn't tell you that.
No, but maybe you should go see a doctor. I've been learning about this thing in my cognitive psych class called prosopagnosia.
Our lead role, Brant, suffered from prosopagnosia. In the first scene, he could not recognize Tori, who he had met recently, until he was able to compare her face to a note card with her picture on it. In the second scene, he had seen a picture of Paige, who he was supposed to be meeting. He tried to use her hair color as a means of recognizing her, but was unable to do so when he had to choose between two girls with similar hair. Those with prosopagnosia usually use other cues to recognize the people they know, such as gait, clothing, or voice, but Brant was unable to use these cues with the girls he had just met. This deficiency in the facial processing area of the brain can be compensated for by these other means.